Hi Capricorn, welcome to your full moon lunar eclipse reading for the super blood moon. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for sun, moon, rising and Venus signs. Capricorn, firstly apologise for my voice. I've been feeling a little bit under the weather, but I wanted to get these last few blood moon readings out while the energy is still around. So let's do that with you. Capricorn. Let's see, what are the messages that are coming through for Capricorn, please? For the earth sign of Capricorn for around the time of the blood moon lunar eclipse. Okay, Capricorn, if at any time during this reading you're enjoying it, getting something out of it, then please do me a favor and press that thumbs up button. It really does mean the world of difference to getting my channel messages out there on YouTube. So if you wouldn't mind doing that for me, I'd be so appreciative. Let's get started with your Moonology Oracle. And I had somebody comment, oh, it's the full moon is in Scorpio. Yes, I know that. But these cards have full moons in all of these signs, so it just depends what comes out for you. So I'm not saying that the full moon is in that particular sign at the moment, unless it comes out as Scorpio. Some people have had that. But the majority of the time it's the energy that's around your sign during this time, which yes is the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, so now that I've cleared that up, let's get started with your Moonology Oracle for my beautiful Capricorns. What is the message here for Capricorn around the super blood moon? You've got the full moon eclipse, so there you go. Can't say any more about that. We'll have to see what comes up for you guys. Yes, it is the full moon eclipse. That's all that I've got there. So let's see. Capricorn, what is the message here for Capricorn? Oh, wow. I'm going to take both of those. And what do we have? We have Scepter and Guru. Oh, wow. Capricorn. Of course, we have the full moon eclipse, and this certainly does look like the blood moon here in this picture. It's like a door slamming shut, but of course, as we all know, Capricorn, when one door closes, another door opens. So there's something here about reaching a conclusion, reaching a peak, a crescendo, and it feels big. It feels like the events that are unfolding here is a big deal. There is an energy of letting go of the past here and forgiving. I get an energy here of forgiving anyone from the past. This will do a lot to resolve a situation and help you clear out that energy in a very positive way. It doesn't make what they did right, but it releases you, Capricorn, so that you can move on. There is an energy around you of a door slamming shut. It will not reopen, Spirit Guide is saying. It's time for you now to get back on to the right track. I get a release of karmic energy from the past. And there's an energy around you of letting events unfold. This is out of your hands, that kind of energy here. Full moons are always about climaxes, very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are just times 1,000. It heralds change, something many of us, of course, are very uncomfortable with. But change is a very necessary part of life. It's something that we can't avoid. And there's an energy here of unavoidable change. Now, I'll talk about these cards here as we continue with the reading, but I want to pull some tarot here. Eight of Cups, yeah, well, says it all again. This is the journey. This is the journeyman card or journey woman. Doesn't matter how you identify. It's not a gender-specific reading. But this is an energy of you leaving behind that which does not fulfill you. This is you making a big change. This is you moving on to a future which is different, a lot different than what the times that you've experienced in the past. It feels like you're drawing a big old closure mark on the past. Like it's completely closing the chapter. It's not just closing the chapter or closing the book and putting it on a shelf. It's getting rid of the book. It's returning it to the library and never going back to that particular library and picking up that book again. No, you've read it. You've read it probably 100 times. There's no need to keep rereading the same book. It's time to travel on, and it's time, Capricorn, to start something brand new. Now, Spirit is saying not just yet. This is in the near future. So it's giving me a very clear message there that it's not the right time to start this onward journey of yours just yet, but it soon will be, Capricorn. Very soon. What needs to be released? We've got the Death card in reverse. Anything that you've been clinging on to, a fear of change, anything like that. There is strong with this Guru energy and the scepter. This is very prominent psychic energy. So your intuitive powers are amped up at the present time, obviously because of this full moon eclipse energy. And Capricorn, there is power and authority around these cards. We've got this Buddha-like figure here. So it does speak about getting in touch with your inner self. It does feel like strong gut feelings, things that come from the gut. I also get a sense of peace and harmony with that card. And then I get this position of authority, this position of power. You see this woman here, or this figure, I should say. It is a woman, but I don't really want to make this about gender. This figure here, standing on this raised pedestal. And she seems to have some kind of prominence. So there is an ease and a harmony with having a raised position. It's rising above pettiness, rising above things that you don't need to be concerned with anymore. It feels like, Capricorn, you're really raising your energy to and vibration to a level in which you're not going to let pettiness, jealousies, things that you really don't need to be concerned with affect you anymore. Okay. Let's see where this is going. The Nine of Cups, well, this is fulfillment, guys. There's a sense here of being happy with oneself. It is a 9, so it's more of a solo energy or a singular energy. Sorry, guys, I'll just take a drink. I'm still getting over something here. So, let's see. Oh, wow. In your subconscious mind, we've got the High Priestess. Well, that's what I was talking about with that high-level intuition that you seem to have at the present time. There's a lot of awareness. You seem to be tapping into your awareness. You may be isolating or feeling quite isolated at the present time, Capricorn, but it's like you really, it feels like a spiritual retreat. It feels like you're really tapping into the knowledge of who you are as a human being. And you may even be, I get raising your vibration. I'm not getting a lot of emotional energy around you, which seems strange because we've got the 8 and the 9 of Cups here. It just feels like, well, the reason, my spirit guide just said, the reason why I'm not getting emotion around this is because it's just very peaceful. It's like, if you imagine water as a symbol for your emotions. It's the difference between being on a roiling sea that has all of these waves and a whole lot of tumultuousness and drama, and you're in this boat and it's rocking up and down and you're feeling seasick. It's a difference between that and being completely like a glass-like surface. You know, that Buddha energy, not having anything affect you, even if there is a lot of stormy seas around you. So I hope that that's coming through here, Capricorn, for you. Not letting things outside, things that you can't control, affect you. No, you can't control the waves. So you're finding that calm center and sitting there and centering yourself and finding that sense of peace and calm, even if there is a lot of change and tumultuous times around you. Now, what's hidden here? We've got the Magician in the reverse. You know, this is interesting. Because what I'm getting here is masculine and feminine energy. Now, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us, so again, it's not about sex or gender. The High Priestess is more of a receptive energy. It's a time of non-action. The Magician is action-oriented. It's doing something. It's knowing what is the right thing to do, how we use our power. So there's a sense here of knowing what is best and what isn't best when it comes to how you use a position of authority or power. Now, what does that mean? For you, it will be different for everyone, of course, because this scepter energy, when you have a lot of knowledge about yourself and the knowledge about other people, you could use it in a way which is not for the greatest good of all. You know, I'm talking about manipulation, all of that kind of thing. So there's a little bit of energy there that I'm feeling around this. It's not too strong, Capricorn, because it is in the reverse. It just tells me that you're going to have a lot of knowledge, a lot of power, a lot of authority. So use it wisely. Use it always for the greatest good of the person that you're dealing with. Don't be tempted to manipulate. And I see it all the time. Actually, I'll use an example for you guys that will probably give you a better thing than me just saying that. I'm not knocking any tarot readers on YouTube. I think they're all great and they all have their own thing. But that being said, there are ways and I'm not saying a lot of people do this, but there are some, and I want you to be aware of it. The ones that will give you what you want to hear in order to get views. And I know you know the ones that I'm talking about. That it's usually a very negative message about somebody doing something to you, and that you're all good and the other person is all bad, and how terrible is the karmic, and all of this kind of stuff, right? There's not much value in that, because it's just feeding what you already believe. It's already feeding what you know, that somebody has not treated you well, and you already know that. So what good is it rehashing over and over and over something that was done? Well, there is no good to it. This feels like, for some of you Capricorns, I just have to say that you're really leveling up here and understanding the value in what is valuable when it comes to psychic energy, tarot, and what isn't of value. So I'm getting that message for some of you here, that it's closing off to those negative messages that are just manipulating what that tarot reader knows you already feel, stirring you up, so to speak, to say, yes, I knew that. Well, there's not really any value in that. It's a little bit like watching a news, and I'm not going to name any news outlets here, but you know the ones that are all about opinion, and they cater to a certain group of people, and there's that news network for that certain group, and then there's that news network for that certain group, and people don't watch that one because that doesn't agree with my views. No, I need to watch that one because that one agrees with my views. Guys, Capricorn, I feel that you're leveling up here and turning off all of the energy that is just telling you what you want to hear. This feels like you're really in search of the truth. Wow. Capricorn, what is going on here? I really do feel that you're stepping out of that kind of groupthink here and really starting to. It's probably been happening under the surface for a while, because with this High Priestess energy, I feel that this is you having this subconscious desire to find out the truth for yourself, rather than what is just told to you as opinion on news media, on social media, through friends, through your family. This is you exploring, getting out there, being the guru, going to Nepal, sitting under the Bodhi tree, all of that kind of thing. I see that as something that you're doing. Now, you may not literally be traveling to Nepal, you could be traveling down to the river, who knows, but it serves the same purpose. Wow, Capricorn, let's see. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is really you ending a cycle of your life which is filled with petty nonsense. I get chatter, things that don't matter, small talk. You want to talk about big ticket items here. You want to talk about things that matter. You want to do things that matter. You want to change the world. You want to at least you want to talk about changing the world, Capricorn. I don't know if you actually want to change the world, but you want to talk about changing the world. You want to talk about the big ticket items here, and you want to find out the answers. I get you searching for answers here for big questions. Wow. Yeah, Ace of Swords in reverse. You're tired of listening to talk that isn't bringing you the truth or answers. Okay, it's like listening to that news media I was talking about, where it's just telling you what you want to hear over and over again. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. My spirit guide is saying, Capricorn, when it comes to this quest of yours, be open and receptive to learning new things, to be open and receptive to people sharing their views, people who are different than you. I feel like you want to open up your world here to people and ideas and values that are different than yours. Yeah. There is a little bit of energy, though, that I'm picking up around you, Capricorn, of it does feel like a quest for perfection, perfectionist tendencies. Now that seems to be more about yourself than anything. Feeling like you need to be perfect. You don't. Spirit is saying that that's one thing that you're learning here, is that you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be perfect. What is that about, Spirit? What can you tell Capricorn about this? What is that energy that I'm picking up there, Spirit? Surrender, worry. Okay, worrying that you have to be perfect. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power within. Knowledge of self here, and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always on this journey of yours. So don't worry about the path ahead will open up. Spirit is saying the path, if you take the first steps, the path ahead will open up. So try not to get bogged down in worry and concern before you start the journey, because that's when we stop, right? If we plan to go somewhere, let's say we're planning to go on a spiritual retreat to the mountains in the west, there somewhere in the Rockies or something like that. But before you get there, you're so worried about, oh, well, what about this and what about that, and what about the how do I get there, and what if my car breaks down, and what if this happens, what if that happens, what if I catch a cold, all of that kind of thing. And then you say, okay, well, I'm too stressed now, I'm just not going to go, I'm just going to stay where I'm at. Spirit is saying, don't do that. Don't do that. You know, things will happen on the journey, of course. It's all travel is about the experience. Most of the things that are really worthwhile happen to us when we haven't planned for them. So you can't plan too much for what's ahead. I mean, you can make bare bones energy on this journey of yours. You can have an idea where you're going. You know how to get there, you know when things are going to be open and all of that kind of stuff. But there are some things that are going to happen that you can't plan for, so there's no point worrying about that, because it's out of your control. Just start the journey, Spirit Guide is saying. Let's see, anything else that needs to be surrendered here for Capricorn? And surrender to play, yeah. Try not to overthink too much. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Yeah, there's an energy around this of taking some time and doing something that is just because you can, just because it really does seem to open up or expand your life here. It's getting out of the box. It's getting out from under what's being told by the media. Well, I don't know why I keep getting that, but I do. It may just be your working environment as well. For some of you, there's a lot of people that are, it's all groupthink, you know, wherever you are. Something here that's going to be really good for your soul's growth is to open up and expand your viewpoint and see other parts of the country, other parts of the world, how other people think, live. Yes, and it's going to give you some kind of vantage point here when it comes to, making you an authority. There seems to be some kind of energy that I'm picking up here as well about how much time you've put into something. Putting in the hours. You've put in a lot of hours here, Capricorn, on your work. So I feel that you have gained the right amount of knowledge here to master a certain skill level. You're good at what you do. So you can take this work, take the knowledge that you've gained here and use it for the greater good. I get a lot of mastery of your skills and the skill level. Yes. So now it feels like you don't have to work as hard on gaining skills. Some of you Capricorns may be finding it a good time to take some time and breathe out and relax and do something for yourself after working so hard for so long. I'm also getting that message as well, that you're good, your skill level is high, you'll be good. Yeah. And I get for some of you, you may be on this journey, you may actually find that you want to move somewhere, or you may want to change your scenery. I feel that you can take this job and your skill level will be needed, wanted, desired, wherever you're headed. I'm also getting that, Capricorn. So I'm going to leave it there for you guys. This is just a quickie for around the full moon eclipse. I hope that you've enjoyed the reading. If you have, press that thumbs up button. Please do drop me a comment down below if any of this is resonating with you. If you're a newcomer, I'd love to have you subscribe. Please do consider hitting that notification bell. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, or you can go to my Etsy store, Gypsy Insights Tarot, and purchase directly. The link is in the box below. Thanks again, guys. Please take care, and bye for now.